watching East Tennessee Weather, powered by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group.
And good morning, 8:01 right now, getting us started on our Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. What a beautiful sunrise taking shape here around town at the shield of mid to high level clouds. And those are going to continue to hang out with us here through the morning hours. We'll take you down to Maryville and show you what it looks like down in the Maryville area. And again, you can see the filtered sunshine. That's really going to be the story throughout the day today as we see some high level clouds, mid to high level clouds streaming on through the area, but a nice quiet start to the day at Fox Road Marina. Can't go wrong with that here to get the day started for sure. All right, let's show you what's going on in the big picture pattern because we do have a low pressure system we've been talking about for the last several days. That low is going to continue to spin its way across much of the southeastern U.S. Now, looks like a big old shield of rain, and it is. All the way from West Tennessee to Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, we're going to see, and Florida, we're going to see some heavy rain and maybe even some strong thunderstorms down into Florida. But the thing is, with this storm system, it's just not going to push north. And so high pressure to our north, low pressure to our south, that ridge of high pressure is going to continue to dominate our weather pattern, giving us plenty of sunshine. Although we'll see more sunshine throughout the day tomorrow. It really just squashes the rain from moving its way on into the area. So we're not expected to see a whole lot of rainfall throughout the day today. If you're joining us from Chattanooga or you have travel plans down to Chattanooga, you have a better chance of seeing some rain here to get the day started. So good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Woo! It was a late night last night. Didn't go to bed till about 11:30 last night. So here we are, 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. Remember, I emceed the Heart Ball last night, and what an amazing event. We raised so much money last night, and it was nice to get up in the tuxedo and hang out and just kind of schmooze with everybody. But it was a lot of fun. Beth and I had a great time doing that. I do have some photos coming up from the event in just a little bit. But first things first, I know folks want to get out the door here this morning. So it's 8:03. If you're heading off to church, let's go ahead and get you off to work. Well, maybe work. Some of you do work. If you work at the mall or some of the other shopping centers, well, you probably don't open until 10 o'clock, so don't need to go off yet. But if you're heading off to church here this morning, here are those weather headlines. All right, so mid to high level clouds. We can see those streaming on through the area already, giving us a nice sunrise. It's going to be warm, mostly dry and breezy today. I've already had some reports coming in through social media about the wind starting to pick up, and so that's going to be the story throughout the day today. It won't have as warm of a feel for most of us, even though we're going to be just as warm today than yesterday. It won't have as warm of a feel because we have the clouds in place. But tomorrow will be very much a repeat from what we saw yesterday. And yesterday just turned out to be a great day. So hopefully you had a chance to get out and enjoy the sunshine. All right, so sunny and warm to start the work week. We're talking about above average weather as we head into the first full week of February. I mean, we're talking 5, 10, 12 degrees above average. There is a chance of rain as we get into our, say, Friday, Saturday time frame next week. But right now I'm going to keep it at about a 30%. We'll talk more about that here in a moment. Well, right now, actually, when you look at your rain chances, no rain really Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with elevated rain chances. We'll start at the 30%. We'll probably tailor that number up accordingly if we need to. So I'll keep you posted on that. And we do have a chance of rain throughout the day today, but mainly Chattanooga and there's a big giant if, because Chattanooga, you're like just right on the northern cusp of the rain. Do we get it? If you get it, you're going to get it quite a bit, and it's going to really progress through the evening hours. But if you don't, it's going to be just to the south of you in North Georgia. You can see on the satellite view, we do have the high clouds and mid to high clouds streaming on through the area. Road conditions are great here this morning, so no issues on the roads. Let's check in on visibility. Well, we have high clouds, but a little bit of fog showed up in parts of Union County. If you travel Rutledge Pike up near House Mountain, we have a little bit of fog showing up here this morning. It shouldn't cause any major issues, but just know that you may run into a little bit of fog if you are traveling. Temperatures are trending about or slightly warmer in most locations than what we were yesterday. Some locations a few degrees cooler, but all in all, not a bad start of the day with current temperatures in the 30s, a few pockets of 20s, so maybe a little bit of frost showing up in Granger County, Union, maybe parts of Claiborne and also Campbell County. But fog and frost is not a major player here this morning. So here's your out-the-door forecast. And then you can get off to church if that's what you're doing, or run some errands this morning. Maybe you want to get out and do some grocery shopping before everybody gets out of church. So probably the best idea to do, first thing in the morning or late at night, not in the middle of the day when everyone's out shopping. So we start the morning off with temps in the 30s. We're going to be in the 50s as we get into the lunch hour. So a great lunch hour ahead of us. Let's talk about the wind for a moment, though. It is going to be windier across the mountains. So National Weather Service was talking about the fact that we're close to a wind advisory for the mountains, but they've not issued a wind advisory. So if you're up in the mountain counties, keep in mind that we do have some breezier winds. The wind will start to pick up for the valley locations, but the breeziest or windiest conditions will be across the plateau and the mountains. Just a little bit elevated terrain will see windier conditions, but breezy throughout the day today across all of East Tennessee. And with that said, we're going to have a shield of clouds hanging out with us. So that's going to give us that overcast, filtered sunshine kind of feel, if you will. At times, it's going to be like taking, I'd say like wax paper or something like that and putting it up to the sun, and how you can kind of like see that filtered sunshine. That's really going to be the story throughout the day today. Now, as we get into the 3 o'clock hour, not much rain chances necessarily for Chattanooga, but watch as we get into the evening hours. Now, this is just one model forecast. Most of the models actually have the rain out of East Tennessee. No, so we wouldn't see any in Chattanooga. But like I said, you're right on the cusp of seeing just the northern fringe of this rain. Now, if you do see the rain in Chattanooga, Whitwell, Soddy Daisy, Cleveland, Dunlap area, you'll probably get some decent rain, like a third of an inch or so. But it's subject to see if the rain actually makes its way into Tennessee or if it stays down into Georgia. We will see a little bit cooler weather across the Southern Valley. You'll have more overcast skies and that threat for a couple of, maybe some light rain. But everyone else is going to see a more of a filtered sunshine look and more sunshine expected across the Tennessee-Kentucky border than everyone else. So not a huge chance for rain. If we get rain across the Southern Valley, maybe about a tenth of an inch or so. We'll see how that rain does, but not expecting a lot of rain. All right, do you have any evening plans here tonight? Your evening forecast here, we'll see those temperatures in the upper 50s by 5. Dinner time tonight, we're right around 53, and bedtime, we're right around 48 degrees. Or maybe you're going to bed early tonight, like I probably will. When you didn't get much sleep last night, you go to bed early the next night, right? Or maybe it's nap day. All right, so clearing skies overnight tonight. It's going to be a nice quiet. It's going to be a chilly start to the day, but not too bad. We'll have clear skies. Should be an abundantly sunny Monday. We'll start off in the 30s. Not really much frost expected Monday morning, although could see some fog forming tomorrow morning, so we'll have to watch out for that. And then temperatures in the low 40s for Chattanooga and surrounding areas across the Southern Valley. So your Monday forecast, that's not your evening forecast. That's your day forecast. I don't know why that says evening, but either way, we start off Monday morning with temps in the 30s, but we'll climb back into the 60s. So really a nice forecast ahead of us Monday. Abundant sunshine, probably not even a cloud in the sky on Monday. Tuesday, we'll call it mostly sunny and warm as well. We're still trending about 10 degrees above average. We'll do that today, tomorrow, Tuesday. But when you look at your rainfall totals, okay, so remember I said that we do have a chance of rain as we get into our, say, Friday, Saturday time frame. That could bring us maybe about a quarter to a half an inch of rain. But that's really not until we get into Friday, Saturday, as we highlighted the big 7-day stretch of rain. We stay rain-free Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with about a 30% chance of rain Friday, Saturday. If you have travel plans today, if you're heading off along Interstate 40, you're going to get wet into Memphis. You can see how that swath of rain just wrapping around this low-pressure system that drifts its way further to the south. So Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, southern, middle, and west Tennessee are likely to get the majority of the rain, and actually some decent rain at that. That heaviest rain is going to be to our south. Again, some strong to severe thunderstorms across parts of Florida. But where we're going to see the heavier rain will pick up likely about an inch of rainfall. So that would be Memphis, Birmingham, say even Huntsville, Alabama, down to Atlanta, and Macon, Georgia, Augusta, and also Charleston. So those are the places that are going to get the majority of the rain. Then the low tracks its way to the southeast, so tomorrow's rain-free for most of us around the region. So tomorrow's going to be a great travel day if you travel for your job as we kick things off to start the week. High pressure builds in Tuesday. It's going to hold strong as we get into our Wednesday as well. Now notice Thursday, here comes that low pressure out of the Rockies, moving its way up into the Great Lakes, and we'll wrap up the week with some rainfall around much of the region. Cold front's going to kind of stall out across parts of the Ohio Valley. That's going to keep the rain chances elevated as we get into our Saturday as well. So when you take basically Friday, Saturday time frame and the rain across the Deep South through the day today, this is our 7-day rainfall forecast. Across the state, we'll probably pick up anywhere from a quarter to over over an inch and a half of rain over into Memphis. Now, some of that's today and tomorrow, and then some of that again is on Friday and Saturday. But here in East Tennessee, we'll likely pick up about a quarter to half an inch of rainfall. All right, your 7-day temperature trend, average highs right around 50. We're going to be trending above average, anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees, so nice weather there. Low temperatures will be average for the next several days, and then well above average for low temperatures as we get into our Friday, Saturday, and Sunday time frame. And that's due to the cold front swinging through, the more clouds, the higher dew points. Remember, our temperatures will never fall below the dew points. All right, can I get a drum roll, please? I know some of you have been wanting to see it. You've been posting on social media saying, hey, I can't wait to see the tuxedo Witcher. Here we go. And I will have to say big shout out to Mark Nelson, okay? He does custom. Oh, we'll get to that in a second. Psych. I'll talk about it in a second. Let's talk about temperature trend for a second. Your 6 to 10 day outlook. So this takes us all the way through the 7-day and up to 10 days. We're looking at above average when it comes to temperatures. Precipitation will round out the week and get into next weekend with maybe slightly above average rainfall. Then as we go from the 12th through the 18th, more average-like weather. So we're not looking at cold weather. We're not looking at warm weather, just pretty average. So we'll be in the 50s and probably trending on the drier side. So this takes us through the 18th. Now we'll see how this plays out because the models are still forecasting a storm system right around Valentine's Day. And so we'll see how this all plays out. But not looking at any major cold weather at this hour. So do we trend, a little bit warmer and drier for February? All right, here's that drum roll. Drum roll. All right, here we go. This is my wife, Janelle, and I. We were getting the night started as we just showed up to the Heart Ball last night. This was hosted at the Mill and Mind. The Mill and Mine, not Mind, Mine, M-I-N-E. And so, it was a lot of fun. So that's just getting started. Beth Haynes and I, of course, emceed the event so that we were getting ready to MC yesterday evening. All the girls, all the women, the entire room was just dressed to the nines and so fun. These are some very good friends of ours. And we have Shay and Lena, my wife, and of course, Heather Wallaga, which you know from the news right there. And she's part of the event as well. And then my wife and I and Beth Haynes. And then a really heart-touching story. So I don't know. I haven't really talked about it here on the broadcast, but I'll get probably choked up. But, here's the deal. During the snowstorm, I lost a very, very good friend. He had a heart attack, okay? Died in the middle of the night. I didn't talk about it much on the broadcast. I couldn't. I was really sad the week of the snowstorm. It was a tough week. Not only was I working my tushy off, but I was dealing with the death of a very good friend, going to services, trying to take care of his wife. So I was honored him last night. But another part of the story was this gentleman by the name of Colson. 19 years old, the guy on the left-hand side. That's his girlfriend and his mom. Just an adorable family right there. He actually died. I think he said he was technically dead for 12 minutes. He had cardiac arrest. He was in the Army. And they had just gotten done doing a bunch of running. It was a couple days later. He said that he just died. Just fell over, had cardiac arrest. And they did CPR on him for 12 minutes and sent him off to one of the best hospitals in, I think it was Houston or right in Texas somewhere. Anyways, he came back. They got him back to life. He was in a coma, I think he said, for 7 days on a ventilator. Snapped out of it and was like, dude, what's going on, guys? Hey, how you doing? Totally normal dude, but a heart-touching story that we saw last night. So, Colson, it was nice to meet you. Thank you for sharing your story last night. It was nice to meet his girlfriend and his mom as well. Just great people. So anyways, it was a great event last night. We raised a lot of money. So thank you for sharing those. Thanks for letting me share those photos with you. And thanks for allowing me to MC the event last night. You can always donate to the American Heart Association. Don't forget you can do that at any time. And you can go check out photos on social media. It was a fun event. So let's get good morning to everyone. See how everyone is doing here on this Sunday. I've got Layla on here. Kimberly's on here as well. Thank you for joining this morning. It is a gorgeous morning. We had a gorgeous sunrise. Laura's on here as well. Tina, good morning, as well as you, Julie. Layla said, your neighbors went to the Heart Ball. Yeah, it was a huge event. Now, listen, there's about 360 people there. And one of the stats is every second in America, a person loses their life. So, like, literally last night, or every minute, I guess it is. Every minute somebody loses their life to some sort of cardiac issue. It's a serious issue. It is the number 1 and the number 2 killer in the United States. Isn't that not crazy? And we don't even talk about it very often, right? How important heart health is. I mean, this is our ticker. This is our ticker right here. If our ticker stops, we stop, right? But anyways, so during the event last night, there was 360 people there. Literally, that's how many people would have died during the event. It was all the people that were there. You know, when you're talking statistics, the numbers don't lie. Number 1 and number 5 killer. So take care of your ticker, my friends. Get up and walk If you are more sedentary, try to take a little bit, get a few more steps in during the day. Try to take a few more walks. This is Heart Health Month, along with Black History Month, of course. But definitely take care of that ticker because you need to. It's the one thing that keeps us alive, right? All right, let's say good morning. All right, so we got Green back on here. Edwin's like, that's right, buddy. Get your shopping in done early. Don't need to mess with the crowds. All right, so Bonnie's going to be heading off to church in Sweetwater, then heading off and having a relaxing afternoon. That's always good. Kathleen, are you going to church as well? My neighbor across the street. Oh, Buck is back, my friends. We've shared your photos, Buck. I'm not quite sure if you joined us yesterday or the day before, but we shared some of your photos, and a lot of us are interested in your adventures down to the Florida Keys. Hopefully you had a good time, but he's back in big old orange country. He said Key West was great, but no place like East Tennessee. Buck, come on, you're lying now. You'd stay down there every day if you could. Katrina's going to do some ATV riding today. That sounds like fun. Oh, Joe says it's going to rain tears up in Kentucky. Go Vols, baby. What time do they play? Does anybody know? I'd like to watch. When's that concert, Buck? Is that tonight? Let me know. I forgot. I have not bought tickets yet. Humphreys McGee. Yeah, the Pineapple Express, Slam in California, up to 10 inches. They're talking about flooding, mudslides, just feet of snow up in the Sierra Nevadas. I mean, that's what they call the Pineapple Express. Buck is right. Big old river of rain moving its way to the West Coast. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Tammy. They're all saying great pictures, by the way, so thank you very much. It was so much fun. Love doing these kind of events. It's just fun to get out there and talk to everybody and really learn more about it. You know, it's not like we think about these kind of things every single day, so you get to learn more a little bit about it. Good morning, Richards. Richard Otts joining us from Sharps Chapel. Nice that you could join us this morning. We've got Leanne Kelly on here. I appreciate you. Yeah, it was a tough week. And that was a friend. Can you imagine being his wife and his kids? I mean, he's got 2 kids. 10 and 13. He and his wife had been married for, I think they're just 1 or 2 years more than we are. So like 17, 18 years. Whew. My sister has cardiac problems. She has a pacemaker. I mean, it's a huge problem. My friend was 43, by the way. Just mind-blowing. Felicia says, I had a heart attack at 45 6 months ago. Felicia, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. We need more education for how women's heart attacks are so different from men's, and that is true. That is true. Women, I forget the stats on it, but women and cardiac issues is a huge issue. She says she literally thought she had indigestion. I think that's the thing, right? Women, I think it's indigestion. Men get that tingling in the arm, I think. So pay attention to those symptoms. If you have... But again, maybe, Felicia, I don't even know if you even had any symptoms leading up to that. Did you even know that you had any heart issues at all? But are you doing well, Felicia? I mean, how's everything going now? That was 6 months ago. That's scary. Tina's heading off to Middle Prong, but now wondering if it's a good idea with the wind. You'll be fine. It's not going to be too terribly windy. It's going to be windy and gusty, but go for a hike and have some fun. Kimberly says, welcome back, Buck. Katrina said she also had one in August. Same feeling. That's crazy. Oh, my gosh. So how are you doing, Katrina? Oh, the Vols played last night. Well, I was busy. And they won. Yay. Oh, happy 10th birthday, Joshua. It's Julie's son's birthday. 10 years old. So you have a 10-year-old too. Me too. How's it going with that 10-year-old? What are you going to do for his birthday today? Going to go treat him? Hopefully. Anyways, the tux came from Mark Nelson. So if you're ever looking for some awesome custom clothing, Mark Nelson is the man. He's got great social media. So go check him out. Shop Mark Nelson on Instagram. His Instagram's on fire. And so big shout out to Mark Nelson for allowing me or, dressing me for the Heart Ball. And probably more coming my way, actually. He and I are talking about doing some stuff together for social media and whatnot. So you'll probably see some more cool stuff from Mark Nelson. What a gorgeous sunrise, Becky says. Let's take you back out there, shall we? Let's go see what the sunrise is doing here this morning. Let's get that back on camera. We'll just do this. Let me take a couple of these things off here, because I'm going to change the camera views. Here we go. Let's go back to the cameras. You hear some music. That is Fox Road Marina. Let's see what it looks like in Hardin Valley here this morning. We'll switch it over to Hardin Valley. Oh, nice. There's that. See, look off in the distance. See that sharp delineation of the cloud deck? That's really the story. So some of you may not even see the clouds move on through. I think we're going to have that really sharp delineation of clouds versus not clouds. This is the East Tennessee weather camera. Got some high-level clouds, some jet contrails. The cloud deck will fill up. I'll take you back to Fox Road Marina and nice calm out there this morning. That is not the calm before the storm. There's no storms on the way for us. I mean, there's a storm to our south, and that's what's throwing the high clouds out there. Remember I said the filtered sunshine? That's what I'm talking about. We'll take you to Gatlinburg Brewing and look off to the Smoky Mountains. And so it is going to be a little bit breezier and windier up there. Look at the clouds out there. That's what we call an inversion. See how the tips of the Smokies are clear, and just below that we have that haze, a little bit of fog trying to form. That's an inversion. So you actually have warmer air sitting on top of the colder earth. Downtown Gatlinburg, a nice quiet start to the day. It's a little bit of sunshine. Looks like we have a little bit of frost there this morning on the rooftops. Not a ton of frost for most this morning. Say good morning to the Strawberry Plains and anybody joining us from the Strawberry Plains community. How about this? This is Union County. This camera is going to be coming up live here soon as well. And a cool shot from Volunteer Marina. Looking off in the distance, some high-level clouds. That's one of my 180 cameras. Cool shot. It's literally 180, so it gets... That's what Hardin Valley's is as well. So cool stuff there. Laura says she sent a photo in this morning of the sunrise. It was stunning. Did you send it through the East Tennessee Weather app? Have you guys seen? Have you opened your app? Have you closed the app and opened it back up and seen the new format, the new layout? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Listen, I'm here for you. This is your app, not my app. So you got to let me know things that you like, things that you don't like, things that are frustrating. If you don't know how to use something, let me know. I'll try to teach you. I try to teach everyone how to use the app each and every day. Little nuances, little things here or there to kind of make the app usage easier. But if you do have certain things, she said she sent it up through the app. I can't pull it up that quick. It takes a couple minutes to build a photo, but I'll try to get that up, Laura. So thanks for sending that in this morning. But anyways, yeah, close your app, open it back up. Let me know if you like the new format. I tried to highlight the businesses that are advertising with me a little bit better because they're spending a lot of money, but also to set up the app a little bit differently. So hopefully you can get a better understanding and visually see things. I'll just show you what it looks like. This is the new app update. I don't know why my pictures are under there still, but that's weird. Let's get rid of that stuff. I don't know what's going on here. Boop. There we go. We'll do this. All right, so there's the new app update. So when you open it, it's going to look normal, like it always has. But you scroll down. Of course, I'm going to highlight some of my businesses that are advertising with me. But then I made everything. I put wording in there. I tried to make it as big and bold as possible so you know exactly what to see. Your daily forecast update? Yeah, it updates at 6 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. or more with inclement weather. Click on that. If you're in a hurry for the day, if you just want to get a quick update, that's the easiest place to go. Again, 6 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. or more during inclement weather. Of course, this is the Mike Stevens home studio, so big shout out to Mike and his wife and his crew. They built this amazing studio for me. I talk about that quite frequently. Now, there's my camera network, and I know all my cameras aren't updating as frequently. They're supposed to update every 15 minutes, but it's not working all the time. And so that's why I've been working so hard to get these cameras live. So soon, that will say live Skycam network for East Tennessee. I literally bought on my wall, I bought a picture, or I went and got a giant photo, if you will, picture printed, of East Tennessee, okay? Like a Google Maps view. And I had it printed on some squishy board type of stuff, and I put it on the wall back behind me. And now I actually have pins or thumb, what do you call those? What do you call those things? tacks, thumbtacks. That's what I'm trying to think, not tags, tacks. Thumbtacks on there. So I'm highlighting on a map to see where all my cameras are so I can position them accordingly so we can get all the counties in there. But soon these cameras will be coming on board, hopefully live. If you're looking for some sort of financial planning, asset planning, they've been advertising with me from the get-go, so big shout-out to them. But then you have Witcher's Pictures. That's where Laura submitted a photo. You click on that. You can either upload a picture from your camera roll or take a picture right there. Volunteer Home Mortgage, they're new. Big shout-out to Volunteer Home Mortgage. They do mortgages for Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida. You'll see their advertisement on the bottom left-hand side of the screen as well. And they did sponsor out Wake Up with Witcher yesterday morning. And then we have severe weather alerts. I'll be adding my blog once my new website gets done. I'll be adding the blog there to the bottom too, where I'll actually write up a big write-up on the forecast each and every day. And so if you want to read a little bit more, you'll be able to do that as well. And severe weather alerts, of course. Anytime we have alerts, you'll be able to get that. So super easy, big, clean. Hopefully it's clean. Hopefully you like the new layout. I'm trying to make things as easy as possible. Thanks to you for sharing the information. That's why I'm changing things, because you're sharing information with me to help me make this product better for you. It's your product. This is East Tennessee Weather. This is for you and for all of us because we live here. All right? Let's see what else everyone is saying here this morning. We'll take that off the chat. So Tammy says several years ago, her sister-in-law had a heart attack. Her jaw is how her symptoms started, but she's doing okay now. That's fantastic. Kimberly says her husband had surgery about 5 years ago for an aneurysm. I know I didn't spell it right, but that's okay. We're not worried about your spelling here. This is not grade school. Let's see. Good morning, Johnny. Johnny Johnson's joining us this morning. Good morning from Crossville. Stephanie. Stephanie, we're going to be talking, right, in the coming days, trying to get, I think that was you. Yeah, I think that was you, Stephanie, about Crossville and getting a camera up there. Push pins. Yeah, thanks, Tina. Sometimes the brain, I got too many things going on. Sometimes the brain doesn't work so well. And good morning, Tammy. I hope you have a good day as well. Be Good on YouTube says, what's the next best chance of rain? And Pauline says, Mike, are we looking more snow for 11th through the 20th of this month? Just wondering. It actually doesn't look like we have a huge chance for much snow. It looks like we're going to stay actually above average, or maybe even just average. Above average for the next 6 to 10 days, and then maybe just more average. But again, it's weather. And so long-range model forecasts aren't always the say-all, be-all. So we'll keep you posted on that. Let's highlight some 7-day forecasts, and we'll let you get about your day. Again, here's your future cast for the day today. Not a huge chance for a lot of rain around town. None really around town, but across the southern valley, we do have a chance right around Chattanooga. But really, it's going to be central northern Georgia that gets the bulk of the rain. If we get some down into Chattanooga, it's not going to be listen, if we get this to swing its way into Chattanooga, you have a better chance of a little bit more longer term or longer duration of rain because of how this is wrapping around that low pressure, and you're just going to be right on the northeastern side of the low. So the southern valley does have a chance of rain. Doesn't look like it's going to add up to a whole lot, though. But subject to change. If the low shifts a little bit further north, if the moisture is allowed to surge a little bit further north, you get a little bit more rain. If it stays a little bit further south, you get more drier weather conditions. But all of us are going to have the mid to high level clouds. More sunshine across Tennessee-Kentucky border, but not much in the way of rain. It is going to be breezy, a little gusty from time to time, especially across the higher terrain of the plateau and the mountains. So, Stephanie, you're going to have more wind on the plateau. If you're planning on doing some hiking up in the mountains, it will be rather breezy and gusty. And then just breezy in the valley. Maybe a good kite flying day throughout the day if you have a kite. All right, so we'll just call it overcast skies throughout the day today. That filtered sunshine. At times it's going to be overcast, but they're high clouds, mid to high level clouds. Look at the 7-day stretch across Knoxville. We're going to be in the 50s and 60s. Average high is 50. Average low in Knoxville is 31. We're going to stay fairly average for the next few mornings for morning low temperatures. Chattanooga, average high is 53. We'll hit that average today with a chance for rain. And then it looks like we'll see plenty of sunshine and above average temperatures in Chattanooga. Crossville, here's your 7-day forecast. Of course, you can see that at the bottom of your screen. I do have those 7 days down at the bottom of the screen as well. And it's always available on the 24-hour weather channel and through the East Tennessee Weather app. And I do modify the forecast, by the way. So it's just not rip and read all the time. We're going to see more sunshine as we get into our Monday, Tuesday Crossville. And then we'll see about a 30% chance of rain as we get into next Friday, Saturday as a cold front approaches. Same with Tri-Cities. Other than that, Tri-Cities average high 48. Like this, we're going to be 10 degrees or more above average for the next 7 days. When you look at your 7-day rainfall forecast, because we'll add Friday, Saturday into the time frame, into the mix anyways, we could see anywhere from a quarter to upwards of maybe half an inch of rain. So not much in the way of rain today. Maybe Chattanooga. Everyone else stays dry. Quiet, dry weather conditions all the way till the end of the week. And we'll get a little bit more rain Friday, Saturday. And I know many of you have ordered some merch. I do have it sitting right here. Listen, Kimberly and who else do I have over there? I know I have a couple of other umbrellas. I have to go buy something to ship your umbrellas. I thought the post office, I went yesterday to ship it, and I thought the post office, they had big boxes, big long boxes, and they were literally like 2 inches shy of the umbrella actually fitting into the box. And so I'm going to have to do a makeshift box, package it up, and then take it back, and I'll ship those out Monday. So don't worry. I will send your merch for those who have paid and ordered merch already. If you want some East Tennessee Weather merch, hats are $35, shirts are $25. I know it's a little expensive. I apologize. When you don't buy a ton of bulk, you don't have a ton of merch, it costs a lot more. And so literally, I'm not making money on this stuff, especially after I ship it. And it's not to make money. I'm not trying to make money on this. I just want you to have some cool merchandise. And the shirts are really soft and amazing. I love these shirts. And the hats are great trucker hats, Richardson's. If you are a Richardson hat. So if you're interested in that, send me a message, Mike at eastTNweather.com. Let me know your size, the color you want, and send me your address. Some of you have not shipped your address, but I can't ship it to you if you don't send me your address. And then I'll send you a one-time payment link if you're interested. For those of you that are joining us on Roku TV or Amazon Fire, the website or the app or a tablet, thanks for joining. I do appreciate you. You know, you can't add to the conversation unless you're on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube. But I am broadcasting on Twitter, YouTube, and both Mike Witcher TV Facebook page and, of course, the East Tennessee Weather Facebook page. Subscribe, share, everything. I do appreciate that. It helps build the business. But I do hope you all have a great day. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Edward says, hey, Crossville, my son met you at Deer Run Resort a few months ago. Maybe a good spot to put a camera. Deer Run's amazing. Like one of our favorite campsites. They got a great lake. That's not a bad idea, Edwin. Not a bad idea, but I think there's not really a good place to put the camera where they have internet to have a cool view. Because the station, the check-in station's not, it's kind of tucked back in. But not a bad idea. I like the thought there, Edwin. I actually am getting, my list keeps growing. I got a message yesterday talking about Newport, so I'm going to try to get one in Newport here. We've got Morristown coming, hopefully, to the market. We have Townsend coming. Let's see. We have Maryville, downtown Maryville. Pigeon Forge. Norris. Not Norris. That would be Pigeon Forge. Sweetwater is going to be coming on board. Monroe County, downtown Madisonville will be coming on board. KMNV, which will be Monroe County Airport, is going to be coming on board. Willow Creek Golf Course. We have Greenville Private Golf Course coming on board. What's the other one? Maybe Chattanooga and the Tri-Cities also possibly coming on board. So a lot of new cameras that are going to be coming in. Got to order some equipment, so I'm going to be ordering some cameras and whatnot so I can do that. Jonathan, you got it, my friend. Come over. Come get a hat. Got a hat and a T-shirt for you. I don't know about that, Edwin, but we'll see. Brian says, when are you doing the Orange Hat meet and greet? I just talked to my buddy yesterday, Rodney, who owns Orange Hat, and he goes, dude, let's just get this on the calendar, because if we don't get it on the calendar, it doesn't happen type of thing. So we are going to try to meet up today and set a schedule, and I will let you know. Of course, I'll blast it all off on social media. You'll know right here on East Tennessee Weather and Wake Up with Witcher, because I'll let you know about it. But yes, we are trying my best. Actually, Tri-Cities, Layla, Tri-Cities, I've been talking to Yeehaw Brewing. And so I might get a camera down at Yeehaw in downtown Knoxville, because they've got a great view and they've got a great patio and a setup there. But they also have a great location in downtown Johnson City. And so I've been talking to the marketing director. We're friends, and so hopefully I'll be getting one there because we need to spread the word. We need to open it up. Remember I told you Clinch Mountain Restaurant? I'll be heading up there soon, hopefully this week, because I want to get them in some of these outlying counties first, and then I'll come back to some of the inner counties. But the goal is to get a camera in every county around East Tennessee, and if we can get these live and updated, you'll be able to get them on the website, the app, on the channel itself, on YouTube, and it'll really just be, listen, I've already got them streaming on YouTube right now. It is unlisted because we're just testing it out. The quality is solid because you can change it to 4K. That, my friends, isn't too bad, right? All right, my friends, let's see. Have you thought about checking with Imes Nature Center in South Knoxville? I haven't actually, but I'm actually looking at getting the camera hopefully at DKX, so Downtown Island Home Airport, because if I can get one at Monroe County Airport, then surely Downtown Island Home will allow me to have one, right? Downtown, if you're watching, I'm coming at you. Because the airports would be great. A, it's going to be beneficial for aviators, super beneficial for aviators. And B, airports are usually wide open, so you get a better view. And then you can sit there and watch airplanes take off and land all day long, right? And so that's going to be the goal. I want golf courses, marinas, airports. I want to be places that people do and travel to and recreate at. And that's why I do have them up in the Smokies as well, because we have a huge 20 million people coming to our backyard every single year to visit the national park. I've also been talking to Scott County. I missed Scott County on there, so I've been talking to Scott County. Hopefully, Lumber King comes to the table with a yes. We're waiting for corporate, and then you'll get one right there in Oneida, looking right down to Highway 27, up near the Tennessee-Kentucky border. And so that would be a great view because the weather is always so much different up there. They get more wind. Same with you folks in Crossville. You get more wind. Also have somebody reached out to me from Fentress County, so that'd be amazing to get one because that will really highlight when storms come in. It will give us an idea of what's going on. When winter weather hits, give us an idea of really who's getting the snow. So, but again, we don't want to talk about more winter weather, do we? We just want to let's talk about spring and summer months, shall we? This week's going to be so nice. Remember, temperature is going to be averaging about 10 degrees above average this week. Chance of rain in Chattanooga today. Other than that, quiet, dry through the week until Friday, Saturday time frame, at which point we'll start to see a little bit more rain work its way back in. Good morning, Betty and Kay and Felicia and Layla and Jonathan. And good morning, everybody, this morning. Hey, thanks so much for joining me on Wake Up with Witcher. Big shout out to Mike Stevens Homes. This is the Mike Stevens Home Studio. So if you don't mind, listen, and I will just say this. All these businesses that are advertising with me, some of them are small, some of them are bigger. But if you do me a favor, one of these days, just walk into the business and say, hey, I really appreciate you. Go shop at their businesses. Support local businesses. I'm going to have, looks like 865 Candle may be coming on board. And so they sell candles, because they're small businesses and they can't afford to TV prices. And so I'm much cheaper. And so it would be really beneficial if you would just stop in, do some shopping or some networking with some of these businesses. Even just stop in there and say, hey, listen, I appreciate you. I saw your advertisement on East Tennessee Weather and I appreciate you. Because it's the small businesses here in East Tennessee that make our community the best, right? Sorry, big box stores. You're killing the mom and pop stores, right? We need local businesses to stay here. That's how our community thrives. Because without you, we'd just be a bunch of big box stores, and that's no fun because those are boring. Those are boring. All right, my friends. We sure hope you have a great day. We're going to send you back to the 24-hour channel. A couple of shout-outs from my local sponsors, Rusty Wallace Automotive Group, Mike Stevens Homes, and all the sponsors in the bottom left-hand side of the 24-hour channel. Be good, be safe, be kind to each other. As we just talked about with Heart Health and American Heart Association, and my friend who lost his life just the other week, life is short, and that's even more of a reason to be kind to each other. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning for Wake Up with Witcher, starting bright and early, Monday. Hey, we're back at it, 7 o'clock, early in the morning. I'll see you then.
Hey folks, it's Jake from Rusty Wallace Key of Knoxville. We're kicking off the new year right. You'll save more than ever before in 2024. The price won't be the problem with deals like these. Get rates as low as 0.9%. Get $7,000 over KBB value for your trade. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rusty's exclusive, no charge 200,000-mile warranty. And don't forget, the price won't be the problem at Rusty Wallace Key of Knoxville, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Sure hope you have a wonderful and safe day. We'll see some mid to high level clouds throughout the day today. The southern valley will be more overcast thanks to those high level clouds. The northern valley likely to see a lot more sunshine throughout the day today. It's going to be a warm start to the work week and continued above average weather as we head into all of next week with a chance of rain moving its way into Friday. Now, of course, we have a chance of rain today, but mainly down near Chattanooga, and that's really going to be about the extent of it. So our forecast for the day today, we'll see the clouds increasing. We start off in the 30s, but by noon, we'll be in the low 50s. So it's really going to be another fantastic day today. When you look at the futurecast, we're going to have more cloud coverage to our south. So expect mostly cloudy skies or just rather overcast. Not expecting a lot of rain, but Chattanooga, Whitwell, Saudi Daisy, Cleveland has a chance for a little bit of rain, okay? Not expecting a whole lot, but if this system shifts a little bit further to the north, you're going to be stuck in the rain for a good chunk of time because that rain is wrapping around a low-pressure system. So something to keep in mind, those clouds and the chance for rain will keep those temperatures a little bit cooler in the southern valley versus the central northern valley. Tennessee-Kentucky border will be looking at high temperatures in the upper 50s. So when you look at your rainfall forecast, that may be overdoing it. But again, if the rain stays on top of you for a long time, Chattanooga, you'll have a pretty good shot for some decent rain. So maybe about a third of an inch at most if we can get the rain to move its way on through. But it's not a guarantee. Well, I guess weather's not a guarantee, right? So as we get into the evening hours, a nice evening. By 5, we're at 57, 53 by 7, and by 9 o'clock, we're back down to about 48 degrees. We'll take you through the rest of your futurecast, talk about your Monday, your work week ahead, your extended 7-day forecast, and of course, the big picture weather pattern, all right here, right now on East Tennessee Weather. Picking up our futurecast later on this evening again, if the rain moves its way into the Southern Valley, you're going to be stuck with the rain for quite a bit of the evening and early overnight hours. So it's going to be a soggy start to the day on Monday in Chattanooga area. if we can get that rain to really develop, which is a possibility, but not a guarantee. Forecast low temperatures tonight will drop down into the 30s and some 40s, so a little bit more mild across the Southern Valley thanks to the cloud coverage that's going to be in place. But we'll all see some mid to high level clouds throughout the day today. The clouds will just be thicker across the Southern Valley. As we get into our Monday, we're going to start off in the 30s, but we're going to climb back into the 50s and 60s. So really a nice Monday ahead of us. And when you look at your 3-day forecast, we're going to stay in the upper 50s even on Tuesday. Some high clouds, breezy. It's going to be breezy today and also into our Monday as well. So something to kind of keep in mind. All right, we sure hope you have a great day. We're going to take you to the big picture weather pattern and talk about your 7-day forecast. That's coming up. for the big picture weather pattern and your 7-day forecast. But let's go ahead and recap those weather headlines. We're going to see some mid to high level clouds. It's going to be warm today. Chance of rain across the Southern Valley, mainly near Chattanooga. And then we're going to continue to see some nice, quiet, dry conditions until we get into the end of next week. And another cold front heads our way, bringing us another chance for rain. Not a huge chance as of right now, and it's pretty far out, so we're going to keep it at about a 30% chance as of right now, but we'll likely tailor those numbers up. Let's go ahead and talk about the forecast for the day today. If you have any travel plans over into Memphis, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, that's where the rain's going to settle in for the good chunk of the day today. And again, some of that's going to be clipping the Southern Valley. If we can get this rain shield to work its way a little bit further to the north, it's going to be a soggy afternoon and evening. If it stays further to the south, Chattanooga, you stay on the dry side. But an area of low pressure is going to continue to spin its way to and toward the Gulf of Mexico and the Florida coastline. The clouds will clear on out as we get into our Monday. So it's really going to be a beautiful Monday. And then it's going to be a really quiet week as well. So when you look at your rainfall forecast through Monday night, heaviest rain, West Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, and all the way down into South Carolina as well as Florida, thanks to that low pressure system moving its way on through. As we get into the day tomorrow, that low tracks its way to the southeast, so we stay rain-free. How about Tuesday? Tuesday's not going to be bad. High pressure is the name of the game there. Same with Wednesday. So we're going to be dry Tuesday, Wednesday. As we get into our Thursday and Friday time frame, here comes another boundary that's going to swing its way on through, and that's going to give us that threat for rain as we get into our Friday and Saturday time frame, at which point we could pick up maybe a quarter to half an inch of rainfall. So we'll see how it all plays out. We'll tailor this forecast accordingly as we progress through the week. So getting us through the work week, above average temperatures, not a bad first full week of February, where we're going to see those temperatures in the 50s to near 60. Low temperatures continue to be chilly all the way through, let's say, Wednesday, Thursday time frame, and then those low temperatures warm back into the 40s and 50s as that next storm system approaches the area. We'll bring it back down to the local level. We'll talk about your day part forecast. That's coming up in just a few minutes. I'll be right back. Once again, let's bring our timeline on our futurecast. We'll start first thing this morning and head through the day today. We're going to see increasing mid to high level clouds for a good chunk of East Tennessee. I think you folks in the Northern Valley, Tennessee-Kentucky border actually have a chance of more sunshine, more cloud coverage to our south, and a chance of rain basically across the Southern Valley and the Southern Plateau. Not a guarantee, but if you do get the rain, you're going to be socked in with quite a bit of rainfall as we get into the evening and early overnight hours. We'll have some cooler temperatures across the Southern Valley in the low to mid 50s. Everyone else, though, is going to be in the mid to upper 50s, maybe even a few pockets of 60s. So let's go ahead and walk you through some 7-day forecasts. We'll start you on Knoxville. Average high temperature for this time of the year is 50 degrees. You can clearly see we're going to stay above average with that chance of rain increasing Friday, Saturday time frame, but really a nice week. Average high for you folks in Chattanooga is 53. You'll hit those average highs today, then we'll soar above that by nearly 10 degrees for the middle part of the weekend, even as we wrap up the week with that cold front swinging through and a chance of rain Friday, Saturday time frame. We're going to stay dry in Crossville. Average high is 46, well above that. We're going to be about 10 degrees above that all week long, and same with you folks in Tri-Cities. Average high is 48. We're going to be nearly 10 degrees above average today and tomorrow, and we'll stay that way through the middle and latter part of the week with that rain increasing as we get into our Friday and Saturday time frame. All right, we sure hope you have a great day. Don't forget to always check in on the latest forecast with the East Tennessee Weather app today. See you soon.